Thank you. Automatically, some students with a quiet sign. Thank you so very much. Thank you for those early applauses today. So welcome everyone. We are here to do our terrific kids ceremony today, and at the end we also have some students that have earned their AR necklaces that we will be awarding. Just a reminder, as we're going through, it's very important that we are super quiet so all these moms and dads and grandparents and all of you can hear what we're saying about each and every one of our terrific kids. As always, we're going to let Miss Marianne Cowell, and her husband is here also, just talk for just a minute about terrific kids, and then we'll get started with our program.
Thank you so much, and we want to welcome all of you here to our Terrific Kids program. We always love it when the mamas and the daddies and the grandmas and the grandpas and the aunts and the uncles and the whole family come in, because this is such a special time for so many of our children. We represent the Lake Region Kiwanis Club. My husband and I do the Terrific Kids ceremonies here, Aquila, Keystone Elementary, and up at McRae Elementary. We have a pleasure today of having one of our members with us who's subbing today. Mary Seaholster is also a Kiwanis member, so she's with us today too. But we look for, in our Terrific Kids program, the children that come to school every day. They come to school on time every day. When they get here, they go right to work, and they work to the very best of their ability. We have a lot of terrific kids in this school, and we're anxious to find out who this month's terrific kids are.
Our next terrific kid is Jasira Servants. I selected Jasira as the terrific kid for our class. This year, he has developed a passion for learning. He always completes his homework. When his seat work is completed, he will ask for more work. Jasira is beginning to read, and he takes great pride in that accomplishment. He is very friendly, always greeting people when he sees them. In the classroom, he is the first person that offers to help, whether it's emptying the trash or sharpening pencils. He has a smile that brightens my day. Jasira is a joy to have in my class, and that's from his teacher, Miss Thompson. All right, can you hold this? Hold it down. Our next terrific kid is Kylie Kia. Kylie, you are one awesome kid. Your behavior is wonderful, and you always try your best. You are very responsible and can be trusted to help others, take care of your supplies, and/or run errands for me around the school. I love how caring you are when it comes to your peers. I am so proud of you and so thankful to have you in our class. Keep being totally terrific, Kylie. We love you. Love Miss de Guzman and the Super Kinders. Our next terrific kid is Aria Lowell. When I think about all the caring students I have in my class, one of the names that really sticks out is Aria's. She is always willing to help a friend in need, give a hug, or make someone feel better when they are having a bad day. She is always paying attention to others and is quick to notice if someone is having a bad day or a rough time. She is very empathetic. Aria, you are terrific in every sense of the word. We are lucky to have you in our class. Love, Mrs. A. Bear and your 2019-2020 kindergarten class. Our next terrific kid is Carter Blanchard. No Carter? Okay, we'll get him next month. Our next terrific kid is Christina Respis. Christina is a responsible student whom I can always count on. She enjoys contributing to classroom discussions and activities. She is a great helper and enjoys helping others when she has finished her work. Whether it be sounding out words or reading to another student, Christina is a caring and compassionate girl. She is such a valued member of our class. Keep up the great work, Christina. We love you. From Mrs. Coates and class. Our next terrific kid is Christopher Griffiths. Chris is just the sweetest boy. He treats his fellow classmates with kindness and generosity and is never mean or hurtful. Chris is sensitive to people's feelings and looks for ways to help those in need. He thinks about how his actions will affect others and remembers that we become a caring person by doing caring things. Way to go, Chris. You're one terrific kid. Love, Miss Simone. Our next terrific kid is Aubrey Seiler. We are so excited to introduce Aubrey as Terrific Kid for the month of October. Aubrey was chosen Terrific Kid because of her outstanding character and excellent citizenship qualities. Aubrey is a leader in our classroom who leads with quiet kindness and respect for her classmates. She brings a calm, positive energy into our classroom each day and has a quick smile for her classmates as well as a helping hand. Aubrey is a peacemaker and, more importantly, a peacekeeper. She has a natural ability to see both sides of a situation and how to solve the problem. She is always willing to share her time and materials when it is needed. This positive attitude has earned her the respect of her classmates and the admiration of her teacher. Aubrey is a dedicated student and is always striving to do better. She pushes herself to get the job done. She turns in her classwork and homework each day with enthusiasm. She makes her AR goal each month and more. Aubrey is an awesome teacher's helper. There is never a job too big for her. If you want a job done and done right, Aubrey is your go-to girl. We are so fortunate to have Aubrey in our classroom. Her joyful attitude and sweet nature makes us all happier. We love you, Aubrey. Your star is shining bright today. You are truly a terrific kid. Love, Miss Ann Johnson and the marvelous second graders. Our next terrific kid is Mark Nix. We are excited to introduce Mark Nix as Terrific Kid for the month of November. Mark was chosen Terrific Kid because of his outstanding character and excellent citizenship qualities. Mark is a leader in our classroom who leads with quiet kindness and respect for his classmates. He brings a calm, positive energy into our classroom each day. He has a quick smile for his classmates as well as a helping hand. Mark is a peacemaker and, more importantly, a peacekeeper. He has a natural ability to see both sides of a situation and how to solve the problem. He is always willing to share his time and materials when it is needed. This positive attitude has earned him the respect of his classmates and the admiration of his teacher. Mark is a dedicated student and is always striving to do better. He pushes himself to get the job done. He turns in his classwork and homework each day with enthusiasm. He makes his AR goal each month and more, and he is an awesome teacher's helper. There is never a job too big for him. We are so fortunate to have Mark in our classroom. His joyful attitude and sweet nature makes us all happier. We love you, Mark. Your star is shining bright today. You are truly a terrific kid. Love Miss Ann Johnson and the marvelous second graders. Our next terrific kid is Gillian Huntley. For some kids, learning comes easily, so they get lazy. Gillian is pretty smart, but she is never lazy. She expects a lot from herself and works hard to learn all she can. Some kids love to read. Gillian loves it so much she brings in boxes of books to share with everybody. For some kids, helping others is a chore. Not Gillian. She helps everyone all of the time, taking a student under her wing or reading aloud to another, helping someone understand tricky work, or even cleaning out the coffee pot so her dear teacher has a happy, fresh cup of coffee each day. Gillian, you help make our class the very best place to be. Love, Miss Kaufman. Our next terrific kid is Rose Rollins. Dear Rose, we are so proud that you are representing us for November's Terrific Kid. You are one person who sets the bar high for all your other classmates. Each day, I can always count on you to begin your iReady and your AR without any reminding from me. You have such a great work ethic, and it shows in your AR scores and in your overall percentage for iReady. You are always present to lend an interesting excerpt to what we are learning about, and I love how excited you get with new knowledge. You are a friend to everyone in class and always have your hand ready to lend if someone needs a partner. I love your thirst for learning, and I hope it never stops. Thank you for being you, because you make our class a better place to be. Love, Mrs. Saprell and the Pirates. Our next terrific kid is Stefan Stacy. Congratulations to Stefan, our terrific kid for this month. Stefan is a hard worker. He cares about his work and is usually on task while in class. Stefan cares about being successful and is really impacted when he makes a mistake. He wants to find a way to make things better. He excels at being organized, managing tasks, and keeping his group tidy. Stefan tries to be kind to the other students in our class and to work with his partner. We never have to remind him to pay attention. He is always already doing this. He comes to school ready to learn, which makes it a joy for his teachers. He is respectful and responsible, which makes him a valued member of our class. We love you, Stefan, and are proud of what a great person you are and who you are becoming. You truly are a terrific kid. Keep being awesome, Stefan. Love, Mrs. Alves and Miss James. Our next terrific kid is Maya Lyons. Maya is a very helpful student to have. She is our door holder. Besides the obvious door holding part, this job is even more important as ever, since our doors must remain locked at all times. She always grabs my keys for me and reminds me to get them quietly if they are not on the hook. I would forget my keys often if it wasn't for her. She is quite helpful in many other ways too. She does her work quietly. She helps others stay focused quietly. She reminds others to work, but quietly. She shows others how to listen, yes, quietly. She sees something that needs to be done and just does it quietly. Many children want to be helpful, but are often not, as they announce their helpfulness to the class. This is not the case with her. She doesn't need the praise. For this reason, I want to show her my appreciation for doing the right things at the right time and not having to disrupt class to do it. Thank you, Maya. You help our class run more smoothly each day. I am grateful and want others to learn from your consistent and quiet examples. We love you, Maya, from Mrs. Andrews and the Alligators. Our next terrific kid is Misty Poovey. Misty is a terrific kid for numerous reasons. She comes into class every morning with a smile on her face and a pep in her step. She is truly happy to be at school. Misty is a joy to be around. Her energy is contagious. Misty is a student who likes to help and be responsible. She could be a poster child for the Mustang way because she is definitely a safe, respectful, kind, and active learner. For example, she often asks if there's anything that she can help me with. Many times she sees something that needs to be straightened up in the classroom and will do it without being asked. She is always willing to reach out and be a super friend to a classmate in need. Keep being the sweet, lovable person that you are, Misty. We love you, Miss Grotter and your third grade Mustang classmates. Our next terrific kid is James Connelly. James is a super sweet boy who can be found caring for others throughout every day. His classmates say he is a good friend. For example, he reminds others nicely to follow the rules. James's classmates also describe him as funny, cool, caring, sweet, and he follows the Mustang way. Keep being terrific, James. We love you, Miss Connie Johnson. Our next terrific kid is Colton Sclafani. Colton Sclafani is a wonderful student who sets a quiet example for others to follow. He is a very conscientious student who is dependable, calm, and cool-headed. Colton consistently turns in his homework, works hard on classwork, and always reaches his AR goal. He is kind to all and can make friends with anyone. We are so lucky to have you, Colton. Keep up the great work. We love you. Love, Miss Carnes and Mrs. Johnston. Hold this down a little and smile. Our next terrific kid is Payton Baker. Payton Baker is truly terrific. She is a model student in every way. Payton comes to class with a smile on her face and a ready-to-learn attitude. She is eager to help both her teachers and classmates. Payton often volunteers to help around the classroom. She is an active learner. She asks questions when she doesn't understand something. Payton turns in her homework, works hard on classwork and tests, and always reaches her AR goal. We are lucky to have you, Payton. Keep up the great work, sweet girl. We love you. Love, Miss Carnes and Mrs. Johnston. Our next terrific kid is Nathaniel AG Ulan. Nathaniel is naturally a very bright young man. Because he always gives his effort, much of what we do in class comes fairly easily to him. However, you would never hear him boast, nor would you hear him complain about going through the necessary routines of the school day. He is a laid-back, easy to get along with, no fuss, no muss kind of guy. Nathaniel is super creative and has a vivid imagination. He uses these talents to make the most of an ordinary school day. His teachers appreciate that he is always on task and that he can be counted on to act as a leader and a role model in the classroom. Thank you, Nathaniel, for being true to your amazing self. You make our school and this world a better place. Love, Mrs. Fuller. Our next terrific kid is Maddie Hume. Maddie stands out among her classmates for her sweet and kind nature. She is considerate to those around her and oftentimes goes out of her way to help her friends. For example, one day not long ago, a classmate was working through a problem and had forgotten some important steps. So Maddie made this student a study sheet that he could keep in his folder as a reference. These acts of kindness show how much Maddie cares about her fellow classmates' success. Further, Maddie is hardworking and humble. She never expects to be handed anything. Rather, she is delightfully surprised when she is rewarded for what she considers simply to be doing her job. Maddie, you are a sweet ray of sunshine in my day. Love, Miss Gonzalez. Our next terrific kid is Mariah Baker. Mariah is a shining example of good manners. She is always polite and respectful. She follows procedures and rules of the classroom and school with a smile on her face. Mariah is prepared for class, pays attention during instruction, and works well with her classmates. I can always count on Mariah to know what is going on in regard to directions I have given. She asks questions when she needs clarification on a topic or assignment. In addition to her overall greatness, Mariah is very responsible in her role and duties as a safety patrol. She carries herself with confidence and pride. She is eager to help out and participate. It is a great pleasure to have Mariah as a student this year. I am positive we will continue to see awesome things from her in the future. Keep being terrific, from Mrs. McKinney. Our next terrific kid is Jordan Anderson. Hardworking, conscientious, friendly, and caring. I'm going to pause for just a second. Boys and girls, we have just a couple more students, and we want them to hear all the wonderful things that their teachers said, so we have to listen up. So I'm going to start yours over, Jordan, so you can hear it, okay? Hardworking, conscientious, friendly, and caring are just a few words that can be used to describe our terrific kid for the month of October. Jordan Anderson fits them all to a T. His passion for learning and growing is like no other I have seen before. You can always find him with his head in a good book. In fact, he is usually our top earner for accelerated reader points every month. For the month of October alone, he earned 54 AR points. Isn't that phenomenal? We are only halfway through November, and he currently has 25 AR points already. Jordan consistently exceeds our monthly goal each and every month. Going above and beyond is exactly who he is. He is willing to put forth the effort to accomplish any task. He is thoughtful and respectful, displaying wonderful manners to his teachers and classmates at all times. Jordan is responsible and fully aware of expectations and never needs reminding of work to be completed. He is self-motivated, and that will take him far in life. I am grateful that he's part of our 6th grade program. Keep up the fantastic work, Jordan. You are truly terrific. Love, Mrs. Morgan. And our last terrific kid for today is Whitney Black. There is so much to say about Whitney Black, who was selected as our terrific kid for the month of November. She is an absolute joy to have in the classroom. Whitney gives 100% in all she does. She has a quiet demeanor with a heart of gold. Her strong work ethic shines through daily. She is a conscientious student who I have no doubt will go places. I love to hear her journal responses during our reading time. Her answers are chock full of text evidence and great elaboration. Her responses are top-notch. Additionally, I must not forget to share what amazing manners she has. Whitney is always polite in her words and actions. She is someone that you can count on. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for Whitney. I know it will be bright. I am so very proud of Whitney and grateful that she's a part of our 6th grade program. Keep up the fantastic work, Whitney. You are truly terrific. Love, Mrs. Morgan. So how about another round of applause for all of our terrific kids?